McGillicuddy and Murder's Pawn Shop, Episode 24. And now, we wait. September 29th, 1921. Continued. I looked left and right and turned in a circle. The night enthusiasts were all around me. "I'm not taking my eyes off you, Maud," Ariana said. No one had seized me yet, but I was as good as trapped. I looked across at Ariana, and I suddenly felt full of infinity. I knew this moment was important, that this moment would change everything. I might have lived the rest of my life as a magic unusual alone. I might have become a hermit, but I didn't, because I'd stayed and talked to Ariana. I didn't struggle as two of the night enthusiasts came up behind me and tied my hands behind my back. One brought a glowing vial out of his pocket. He uncorked it and shoved it between my lips. I pulled my head away, struggling. "She'll drink it on her own," Ariana said. "What are you, thugs?" Ariana smacked the night enthusiast, and she took the drink from him. She held it delicately, then stepped up to me and offered the drink. "It's all right, Maud," she said softly. "It will just take you back to the night enthusiast headquarters." We locked eyes. I missed her, suddenly. I didn't have a choice about the drink, whether I had some or not. This all felt vaguely familiar, as I tipped my head gently back and let Ariana guide the drink down my throat. Like the last time, the drink held some magic property, and it transported me against my will. An involuntary teleport. I landed in the cave, a few paces from the black gazebo. Renfield was there. As soon as I arrived, he strode towards me. The other night enthusiasts began to arrive, popping into existence left and right. Ariana arrived last. She hurried to my side and reached me just as Renfield did. "Ah, Miss Merkel," Renfield said. "So pleased you could finally join us." The small woman, the one who had spoken to me last time, strode forward. "Miss Merkel," she said, "so pleased you could finally join us." "Maud," Ariana said, "so pleased you could finally join us." The other members of the night enthusiasts all flocked around me, and they murmured the same phrase. "So pleased you could finally join us." "But I won't," I said. I felt small and defiant at the same time. I folded my hands together. The small woman smiled. "We will not force you this time, Melinda Maud Merkel. If you wish to join the ranks of the night enthusiasts, you may do so." "I don't wish it," I said. "I never will." "Never is a strong word," the small woman said. "I never will," I said. "You do not understand life yet, Miss Merkel," the small woman said. "You still have the mind of a child. You think that everything can be good and pure and without sorrow. In the real world, in the realm of adults, we kill small pieces of ourselves daily, that we might survive another year. You will not be violating some law of nature when you join the night enthusiasts. You will be doing what all humans must eventually do. Let go of a bit of their goodness. But you will do so with quick, painless precision, and you will find yourself a being of power because of it." "I don't want to be a being of power," I said. "I don't want to be a night enthusiast." The small woman stepped up to me and put her hand on my shoulder. It felt strangely violating. "It is time to grow up, Melinda Maud Merkel," the small woman said. "It is time to live in the real world." I stared at her. "My answer is still no," I said. "We will wait," the small woman said. "And in the meantime," I said. "And in the meantime," the small woman said, "I think your fate is to become a novelty. to join our plunder here on the cave floor. Renfield, please escort Miss Merkel to the cage, where she will no doubt rest comfortably as a child that has not yet woken up." Renfield took me by the elbow. Remember, my hands were still tied, but he led me by the arm over to a cage. I do mean a cage. It was a gigantic bird cage that probably could have housed an ostrich. They untied my hands, locked me inside, and here I sit. It's dark in this corner of the cave, and I'm surrounded by other oddities. I'm face to face with a glass-eyed owl even as we speak. I've been here for hours, maybe even half a day. Night enthusiasts come and go. They brought me terrible food about an hour ago. I've been writing in you, diary, for the last hour, catching you up on everything that's happened. I feel, in some ways, that this is the end. For right now, anyway. I've reached the end of an act. I am the girl in the cage, but the girl who at least made the right choice. I wonder what that choice will cost me, and I wonder what will happen next. I still have unresolved questions, and I don't know what to think. Who is Wrath? Who was he? Why was he a victim of the night enthusiasts? And does he really mean to murder them all in revenge? He might have been a good man once, but I don't think he's safe anymore. I think he's completely mad, driven insane by being in that train car. And in an odd, metaphorical way, the wooden half of his face reflects it. In some ways, he's still trapped in a box of wood, and I don't know what he's going to do next. But I don't think it will be wise, and I don't think it will be subtle, and I think it may hurt a lot of people. I feel responsible, leaving him unsupervised in the pawn shop. I hope Mr. McGillicuddy will find him and make things right. Mr. McGillicuddy. I rather hate the man. He did his best, with the pocket watch and trying to save me in time. But there's something wrong about him expecting immediate trust from me when I barely knew him. I wish I knew more about his organization. I wish I knew about McGillicuddy and Murder's pawn shop. Who is Murder? Where do all the novelties come from? The fake mummies and opera masks and marble balls 3 feet high. What is that place, and how is it connected to what Mr. McGillicuddy is trying to do? Who is Noble James? Is he still dying in that hospital bed? Is he dead already? Part of me really believes he was my ally. Does that mean he ceased being a night enthusiast? Can you do that? Can Ariana do that? Can she become herself again? The Ariana who never killed a piece of her soul? I don't know. I don't know that it matters, either, because I'm in a cage, in a cave, and I'm waiting for the rest of my life to begin. I think they'll have me take that test again on the bottom of the sea. Once again, I'll refuse to kill part of my soul. And then I'll die. Or I'll be locked up in this cage forever. There's a plus side to dying, and that's that at least I wouldn't have to eat this food they keep giving me anymore. The small woman said I could wait. Well, I've got her beat on that front. I've been waiting for my life to begin for so long. I can jolly well keep on waiting. I'm very good at waiting. And I believe, at some point, I will be able to escape. We hope you've enjoyed episode 24, and now we wait, of McGillicuddy and Murder's Pawn Shop. McGillicuddy and Murder's Pawn Shop is written and performed by Minerva Sweeney Wren, all rights reserved. Please subscribe, share it with your friends, and support Minerva Sweeney Wren at patreon.com/SweeneyWren. This ends Season 1 of McGillicuddy and Murder's Pawn Shop. Season 2 of McGillicuddy and Murder's Pawn Shop will continue in April of 2019.